Shimon and Guna and Daos back with another bang on video. But ladies and gentlemen, first of all, two things to talk about. Number one, of course, Dominic Szoboszlai and his agent has revealed something really special. Yes, we're going to discuss that. Of course, Arsenal are interested, and the agent of Dominic Szoboszlai has opened up about certain things. Of course, we're going to talk about the Jack Grealish situation at Aston Villa as well. What did Arteta say in his pre-match presser against Aston Villa on Sunday night? So yes, that's the first thing about the transfer news. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is, guys, please make your predicted Arsenal versus Aston Villa 11 and send it to me on my Instagram or Twitter. You can use createformation.com or any other app. Please create your formations and send me the images, the JPEG file of those on my Instagram and of course Twitter. I will feature them on my videos, and of course we're going to be live on Sunday. Yes, there's going to be a pre-match live on Sunday where we are going to talk about Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Of course we're going to talk about Nicolas Pepe as well. There have been lots of talks, so today's video is definitely special because not everyone is actually going against Nicolas Pepe right now. But let's talk about what did Arteta say about Nicolas Pepe. But first, Mikel Arteta has urged the Premier League to bring back the 5-sub rule. Yes, he says, I would strongly support that because we are here to give the best possible show at the end of the day. In order to do that, we need the players. They are the most important part of that. And we have to be conscious that we have to protect them. We are constantly exposing them. They haven't had any holidays. They are going to play international football every time there is an international break. They have a competition this summer and it goes on and on and on. At the end of the day, we are going to have some really bad news with players that at the end of the day, we are not respecting, and we can change some things, even if it is not ideal. But given the context we are in at the moment, it would be really helpful in my opinion. So, of course, I think every other major league has 5 substitutions. Hell, even Champions League has 5 substitutions. Even Europa League has 5 substitutions. But the Premier League, my goodness, uff tumhare usool tumhare adarsh mujhe nahi samajh aate Premier League. But anyways, moving on, let's talk about Kevin Campbell has opened up about how Gabriel has been the bargain of the century for Arsenal. He has said to a Football Insider that finally Arsenal have got a centre-back who wants to defend, who likes to defend. You see Gabriel back there and he is making the players around him better. That is a sign of a top-class player. He is powerful, quick, strong, good on the ball and good in the air. Arsenal stole him for that price. That is an absolute steal because he is only going to get better. A very strong player that is only in his 20s. A signing that has hit the ground running straight away. So Gabriel Magalhaes, ladies and gentlemen, well, Kevin Campbell believes he is the man of the hour. But moving on, Alex Scott has sent social media into meltdown after hilariously shutting down Jamie Carragher when he asked her to recall her playing days. So actually, she said that, Jamie, you couldn't even name top 5 women's players, so don't tell me you watched me play. So Alex Scott did not hold back against Jamie Carragher as well. He actually made up to her later on. But moving on, and talking about more stuff, let's talk about the man of the hour. Ian Wright has blasted Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, claiming that Mikel Arteta would have Manchester United challenging for the title. He says, can I just say something? I'm just going to blast it in. If Arteta is managing Man United, they are challenging. Because for me now, I've got to the point where when you look at the inconsistency of Manchester United with the components they have, the team they have, what they should be doing. We're talking about Paul Pogba. Here, World Cup winner, you've got Axel Tuanzebe, who can't even get on the pitch after marking arguably 2 of the most exciting and brilliant players in the world. He's using 2 holding midfielders if he's playing Tuanzebe. He doesn't need that. And you've got a manager who, for me, is playing off of vibes. He's managing off of pure vibes. Look at what Arteta has done in his time at Arsenal. We're seeing coaching change. We're seeing coaching on the field. We're seeing impact. Look at Mohamed Elneny. Came out of the blue, found him and said, he can do this for me. He can do that for me. He's making the parts work. And looking at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's got a Manchester United team with this Telles. I think Telles looks like someone who could do something. Harry Maguire is starting to get back to what he can do. We know what Harry Maguire can do with Tuanzebe next to him. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and the goalkeeper, is starting to find his form. They should be doing better than that. What they did against Arsenal the other day for me, for United, coming off the back of the 2 results was embarrassing. Roy Keane was saying the players will get him the sack. It's not just the players. But moving on, and talking about more stuff, well, Joe Willock made the most tackles, that is 4 tackles contested the most duels, 17 duels, and had the joint most shots that is in the game. That is 4 shots in the game. He also completed 93% of his passes, scored 1 goal, and forced 2 others through his persistence. My goodness, Joe Willock was a brick wall. He was unbelievable. And also, ex-Arsenal player Henrik Mkhitaryan scored his first goal of the season last night, but he has 5 assists for Roma already. That's really good. But also, Shkodran Mustafi made more clearances than any other Arsenal player yesterday against Molde. Yes, 3 clearances made by Shkodran Mustafi. And Arsenal tweeted out, "Made in Hale End." Bukayo Saka and Joe Willock really captured what was a Molde's murder. Well, moving on. Also, Arteta has spoken about what Pepe needs to do to start in the Premier League. He says consistency throughout the game, throughout 90 minutes, every ball, in every action, and every time he's on the ball in the final third, he needs to make a difference and do it more and more and more. I wouldn't agree more. Of course, he needs to do more. And also against Molde, he made 4 key passes, 3 duels won, 2 dribbles made, 1 assist and 1 goal. I'm expecting more from Nicola Pepe, man. But he has responded to all the criticisms that is actually happening against Nicola. He says, it's a different league, different game, different team, different coach. There are a lot of changes. I have to adapt. I won't necessarily be the same player that I was in Lille because I'm here in a different team. And thank God he understands that. But moving on. And here's Dani Ceballos, ladies and gentlemen. He tweeted out, +3 and group leaders already preparing Sunday's match, always forward and growing at the rate Arsenal, #Europa League, #Gunners, #Vamos Gunners. So yes, Dani Ceballos put in a shift. He was decent. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to overdo it. But yes, he actually put up a good shift. But moving on. Well, Vaishali Bhardwaj actually tweeted out. She tweeted out that she spoke to Mikel Arteta, who told her about Arsenal have no new injury issues for now. He believes competition for places has driven up the performance of the team. A win versus Aston Villa will be important for team's belief. Expects a tough test versus Villa and labels Jack Grealish a top player. And we're going to talk about more into it. What he said about Jack Grealish, well, yes, it raises a lot of eyebrows. But moving on, well, Bernd Leno has been named in Germany's upcoming in the Germany squad for the upcoming international break. Of course, you can see Oliver Baumann, Manuel Neuer, Bernd Leno, and Kevin Trapp, the 4 goalkeepers named already. I'm feeling proud of it, man. The guy is really going places. But let's talk about the transfer news for now. Well, as first reported, James Benge tweets out, as first reported in summer of 2019, Arsenal interest in Szoboszlai is very much real. His agent has confirmed that this week. They are, of course, not the only team who are keen on him, but yes, Dominik Szoboszlai's agent has confirmed that Arsenal are keen on the youngster. They are actually studying him well, and I'm pretty much sure that, if they don't go for Aouar, I'm pretty much sure Dominik Szoboszlai is the man that Arsenal are definitely going to get on at Emirates. But here's a sad and a very bad news for Jose Mourinho, because I'm pretty much sure that he's just trying to gain attention here. Because he says he's not happy with Arsenal coach Albert Stuivenberg managing Gareth Bale's minutes with Wales. He says, the fact that one of the coaches is an Arsenal coach does not make me very comfortable. National team matches should have coaches that work exclusively for them. Well, if you don't know, Albert Stuivenberg is Arsenal's coach, and he also is currently managing some minutes with Wales as well. He's actually managing the Wales. He's actually guaranteeing players with their minutes. So Jose Mourinho is not comfortable with the fact that, of course, the Tottenham and Arsenal connection is coming on, but I'm pretty much sure that I know what Albert is doing. But moving on, well, Arteta has opened up about Gary Neville, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Gary Neville already said that he looks $1 million on the touchline, to which Arteta has replied. He says, I take Gary seriously, so if he says it in a good way, then thanks to him. I try to be myself. Sometimes, though, when I look at myself and I'm constantly looking and shouting, I don't really like it too much. And also, well, WhoScored.com have named the Europa League best 11 so far. Yes, and the compulsion that they put is that they must have had made 3 appearances, and Arsenal's Nicola Pepe makes into the 11, the only Arsenal player who actually makes into the 11. Well, yes, that is a proud moment, isn't it? Well, at least Pepe is in WhoScored11's top players in the Europa League. But moving on, let's talk about Jack Grealish. What Arteta made the statements. He says he is a top player, Great talent, a player who can make a difference at any moment in the game. He has this personality against any opponent at any ground to take the ball in any area of the pitch and make the difference. So we have to look after him. So yes, and more importantly, of course, Jack Grealish previously when he came to the Emirates and there was a 3-0 victory for Arsenal coming from behind the Aubameyang free kick. Jack Grealish mentioned that yes, playing here is always he enjoys it and that is the best stadium for him to play, and that is the Emirates Stadium. Yes, I hope so. But moving on, Ray Parler has opened up about Nicola Pepe. He says he's too inconsistent. He doesn't do it in every game. The big players going back to Spurs, Son, he does it every game. He makes a big difference every single game. That's what Pepe does not do. Of course, I completely agree with this fact. He doesn't. In a transition, Pepe is the weakest link in the transition, and that has actually destroyed Arsenal's attacks for a long time. But moving on, also, there's the last news here. Well, somebody asked what's the furthest Eddie Nketiah has scored from, by the way, the distance from the goal. For Arsenal, the furthest out was 9.7 yards versus Burnley, but the average distance of Nketiah's goals for Arsenal is 5 yards. So Nketiah as the poacher only attacks and scores a close range goal. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every day twice. So sit back, relax and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform. I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. We are on a mission of reaching 15,000 subscribers. Help us reach there, man. Let's do it. Daily Arsenal content, baby. And yes, of course, not just the Arsenal content. We're going to get something special. We're working on it. But of course, please, guys, please, I'll put it on my community tab after this video. When this video is posted, I would want you to submit the images of your predicted 11 Arsenal versus Aston Villa using createformation.com or any other website, any other app that you can do, and send it to me on Instagram and on my Twitter, the links of which will be in the description. Please send it to me so that I can feature them on my Sundays live Arsenal versus Aston Villa pre-match live. So cheers, I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.